HCF and LCM are generally confusing terms, and today we are going to explore the difference between the two of them. HCF actually stands for highest common factor, and another term for this concept is GCD, which stands for greatest common divisor. Now we clearly know what highest or greatest means, so the real question here is what is a common factor or a common divisor? Now let's consider three numbers, 12, 15 and 27. When we divide them by a certain number, let's say 3, we notice that we get answers to be 4, 5 and 9 respectively, all without remainders. So this makes 3 a common divisor or common factor of 12, 15 and 27. Now let's see the full form of this HCF concept. Let's say we are asked to find the HCF of three numbers, 15, 60 and 30. The first step is to express each number as a product of its prime factors. So when we express 15 as a product of its prime factors, we get 3 multiplied by 5. When we express 60 as a product of its prime factors, we get 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Then when we express 30 as a product of its prime factors, we have 2 times 3 times 5. The next step is to identify the factors common to all these three numbers. As we can observe here, 3 is common to 15, 60 and 30, and so is 5. Then the final step is to basically identify the greatest of these common factors. Now we have only 2 common factors, and being that 3 is less than 5, 5 is the HCF. We will quickly move on to LCM. LCM stands for least common or lowest common multiple. Since we already know what lowest and least mean, let's try to understand what the term common multiple means. Once again, we will use 3 numbers, although in this case we'll be using 6, 10 and 15. Recall that multiples of a number can be found by multiplying the number with other whole numbers. So we take 6 and multiply by 1 and we will get 6. Then that means that 6 is a multiple of itself, 6. We do the same by multiplying 6 by 2 to get another multiple of 6, which is 12. We can also multiply 6 by 3 to get 18, which is equally a multiple of 6. And we can do this up till infinity, although for this illustration we'll be stopping at 10. We'll do the same for 10 by first of all multiplying by 1 to get 10, which is a multiple of 10. We multiply by 2 to get 20. Then we can now multiply by other numbers. We'll be stopping with 6 here. And similarly, we get multiples of 15 by multiplying with whole numbers, in this case up till 6. Remember, we are trying to understand the term common multiple. So we'll notice 2 common multiples among 6, 10 and 15, which are 30 and 60. So given this, since 30 is less than 60, the least common multiple is then 30. You can quickly run through this summary and see you next Thursday.